Welcome back to the Healing Hut Apothecary, aka my new kitchen. That's right, my husband and I moved and survived during COVID, which is also one of the reasons why you didn't get a video the last couple of weeks. So today at the hut we are making herbal tinctures, and as I've found out over the last 2 weeks, tinctures can be really easy, or you can make it exceptionally difficult. So I am opting for the easy tincture first.
Herbal tinctures are concentrated extracts of different herbs using various solvents such as alcohol or glycerin. When using alcohol, we create a tincture. When using glycerin, we create a glycerite. For the first step of starting your herbal tincture, you will need the following basic supplies. Along with gathering your supplies, you need to carefully choose what herbs or herbal formula you are going to use for your tincture. I highly recommend using herbs that you are familiar with or you have done extensive research on. Also, the type of herb you choose indicates what proof of alcohol you will need in order to prevent mold from developing. Dry herbs such as arnica or ashwagandha require 80 to 100 proof alcohol. Raw or fresh herbs such as berries or fluid-filled roots or rhizomes like fresh ginger require at least 100 to 190 proof. Resins or gums such as frankincense and myrrh, as well as when making essential oils, require at least 100 proof in order to extract all of the properties of the herb. One of the most important safety measures that needs to be addressed when making your own herbal tincture is the dosage. You not only need to know the dosage of the herbs in order to make the tincture, but what dosage should you be ingesting on a daily basis. I highly recommend making a small first tincture. Say you start with a pint jar instead of a half-gallon jar and the lowest dosage of herb. Become as familiar as you can with the herb you are using and utilize the most accurate resources for proper dosaging. In a standard tincture, a dose that you would ingest is equal to roughly 3 droppers full, which is about a half a teaspoon. Why is this important? Well, 5 to 6 droppers full of chamomile is going to have a very different effect on the body than say 5 to 6 droppers full of feverfew. Chamomile at that dose is normal and would have a nice calming effect, but feverfew at that high of a dose would be toxic to your system. In my immunity blend tincture, I noticed that a couple of the herbs I am using are quite large, so I'm going to throw those into a blender to chop them up a bit. However, I do not want them to become a fine powder, as powders are difficult to filter. I also have a few herbs that are a little sticky, so I'm going to chop them up separately before combining with the other dry herbs. I also left my raw, fresh ginger for last to minimize the amount of oxidation to the ginger before it goes into our alcohol. The final step of creating our tincture is the herb to alcohol ratio. I am remeasuring the final weight of the herbs and creating a 1:5 ratio of the weight of the herb to the volume of the solvent. An example of a simple conversion would be 100 grams of herbs to 500 grams of solvent. I'm also taking it one step further and converting it from grams to ounces for ease of measurement of our solvent. Once everything is measured out, it's time to combine. The question at this point becomes, how long do we wait for maceration? Some studies say that distillation or infusion process already begins within the first 2 hours, and therefore you can begin using your tincture within a week. Other opinions say the tincture should sit for 3 to 6 weeks in a dark, cool place and needs to be shaken every day to every other day. After shaking, make sure that all of the herbs are below the solvent line to ensure that no mold can grow. And for your final and very important step of today's creation, your label. Your label should include name of your tincture, list of ingredients and dosage, and you should create a lot number. A lot number is assigned to the complete list of steps in making the tincture and ensures that you know what tinctures were affected in case something goes wrong. And last, the date, so that you can monitor the time of maceration.
Alright, so that's pretty much it for the beginning of making our tincture. Now we have to wait. Don't forget that you have this puppy stored in a cabinet. You want to make sure and give it a good shake every day or so. And when you do, try to make sure that you're getting all of the particles below the line of the solvent, so that way we can avoid any mold that could occur. Until next time, I hope you all stay healthy and happy, and I look forward to being able to use our tinctures.